Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Today on the channel, guys, we are going to be prepping for our big catered event for tomorrow. Some friends of ours are hosting a July 4th party at their place up on the lake, Lake Louisville here in Dallas, and we have been chosen to provide brisket and ribs for about 75 people. So today, guys, we are going to be prepping our briskets who are in the freezer right now, getting a little ice chill on them. And then once we get those processed and get on the smoker, we will then be doing our ribs. So stick around, guys. You won't want to miss this one. Okay, guys, so here we are. This is our third of 5 briskets that we are trimming down here. Getting ready to go on the smoker here as soon as we can get these last 2 prepped. A couple of things I wanted to mention, guys. Aged beef. Okay, everybody knows about when you go to a nice steakhouse, you get dry aged steaks or whatever. I don't prefer dry aged flavor. I think it has a kind of a musty flavor that I do not prefer. I do prefer, however, wet aged beef, which means they leave it in the cryovac that it comes in and they age it in a cooler, still in the nitrogen flush packed cryovac, which is what these briskets are, folks. These are 24 days since they were packaged. Ideally, I would have, 35 or 40 days if I could get it. But unfortunately, with the beef shortage going on, I just can't get them. But I was lucky enough to have these. These are 24 days aged. They trim really nice. The meat is just super, super supple. I mean, up here on the point, guys, it's almost like filet mignon. I mean, it's so tender up here. Okay, now these are prime briskets, obviously, so they they had a lot of fat on them. To show you, this is my sink, okay? This is my sink, and this is just after 3 briskets, okay? Another thing, folks, to consider is whenever you buy a brisket, you're gonna lose 20 to 25%. Actually, probably more than that once they shrink up after they cook. You're probably gonna lose 30 to 35%. You're gonna lose 25% just on the trim. Especially prime briskets, guys, these days, they seem to come really, really, really thick fat caps, which I've trimmed most all my fat caps off, except on the flat. I leave it because I need that protection. But these guys are packaged by National Beef Company. I like them because they are very consistent. There's not a lot of blood clots in them. There's not a lot of stress balls in them. Whenever these cattle are humanely euthanized, a lot of packers don't calm the animals before they're plugged and brought down, which means their muscles are very stressed out. So when they're post-mortem, let's just say, you will notice that. You'll get very inconsistent densities in your muscle fibers. National Beef Company, for whatever reason, seems to, I guess that the animals are very calm right before they go down. Very consistent. Same with IBP, Iowa Beef Packers, another really good packer. But these are national. I like them. USDA Prime. You can tell by this point up here, they're just loaded with marbling. And you can see right there how tender these are. You can see the muscle fibers. That means these have age on them, guys. They're not thick and congealed. They're really dark red. This is going to be a stellar brisket. But anyway, we're going to get the last 2 processed down, then we're going to rub these and we'll be back. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. About time to get these monsters on there, aren't it? Oh, man, what do we got here, guys? Oh, man. Is that some Super SPG briskets down there? Oh yeah, man. Woo, nice and cool in that cooler. Yeah, our temp's a little hot. Yeah, we're gonna have to get her down to about that 250 mark. Let's check that fire. Oh yeah, nice clean burning fire, guys. Yeah, still a little bit hot here, but we'll sit back and drink a couple beers, maybe have a couple of shots, get down to 250, we'll load them up. See you in a minute. Looks like we're getting some good color on them, pretty evenly cooking, I would say. Yeah, I don't see any dark spots as of yet. Flats look a little crisp. You might want to put a little foil on that one, on the little ass end of that one. And then we got this guy up here on top. So yeah, guys, we've been going about, I don't know, about 5 hours with these. We are going to let them get some more color on them there. And we have not spritzed these. I am going fat cap down, as I normally do, to protect, because, you know, my firebox is over there. Heat comes up, you can see the fire. I do have water in there. I've got about 4 gallons of water in there, and I do have my deflector plates, my heat deflector plates. So I may flip-flop these around here a little bit, probably about another hour. We'll be back, guys. All right, guys, we are, I don't know, 7 hours in. Take a little peek out here and see what we got. It's obviously dark out here, so we are cooking by moonlight, and of course the shop light. Oh yeah, man, these are looking beautiful. Fat is rendering nicely. We can see that right there, shrinking up quite nicely. Oh yeah, man, these are beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. Let's push that back in there, and let's see if we can take a look at one of these up here and see what we got further up. It's always a little bit more challenging cooking in the dark, but you know what? Brings out your inner caveman, I think. Being a one-man camera crew leaves a lot to be desired, though. There's a little bit of fat in there still. We'll have to poke that and see if she's ready. All right, guys, we're gonna go another hour. Come out here and check it. Good morning, guys. It's the next morning here out at the pit. We, as you know, we did the briskets yesterday. We stayed up all except for 1.5 hours. We stayed up the entire night cooking the briskets. We wrapped them at about the 180-degree mark, and we hit them with some beef tallow, guys. These are prime briskets. You don't waste the tallow. There's the evidence of all the schlepping we did last night. That's what I call it, schlepping. So we got our pit back up to where are we at here? 275, okay, which is where we're going to cook our ribs today. Now, you know, we're going to start them at 250. And then we'll bump them up after about the first 2 hours. We'll bump them up 275. We're gonna try not to wrap these if we don't have to. We'll just have to see how they're behaving. Now today, guys, we are doing spare ribs. We're not doing St. Louis style. We're not doing baby backs. We're doing the full spares. Now on some of them, they do have the chine bone still on. I will have to remove that because I don't like the chine bone on there. I think it's misleading to my people that I'm cooking this stuff for. This is a paid gig, so the people expect perfection. That's by God what we're going to give them. So let's get in there on the prepping board. Let's get these ribs done. Okay guys, so all I'm doing here is I'm just removing a little bit of the fat. You always have little chunks of fat there on the end. I like to remove those. I did take off the chine bone, which is here. You can see chine bone. I don't like that. I don't need that. I took that off. I did peel the membrane on the back, as you can see here. I trimmed the flap off the back. Actually, that's skirt meat. That's lines the belly. When the ribs hang down, that skirt steak is right there. Well, basically it's right here. It's kind of like on the obliques. That's what that meat is. Really good meat, but it's not real tender. So I would use that as a stew. or a braising type of item, okay? Now, I've got these trimmed down the kind of the way I want them. This is a full spare rib, guys. Okay, so this is probably 3 pounds, 3¼ pounds. Now what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna come in, I don't know if you can see that, we're gonna hit it with some of our SPG. And we're going to do the bone side first. We're not gonna go too heavy, guys. Remember, we are doing brisket as well with these, so we really want that brisket to be the predominant flavor. I think we're feeding between 75 and 100 people today, I believe. I don't really know the final numbers to the party that I'm catering this for, so somewhere around 75 people, I think. So we just want that brisket to be the shining star, and the ribs can kind of be a secondary deal there. So we're not gonna go too heavy, no binder. What I did do, guys, after I took these out of the cryovac, there's quite a bit of purge in the bottom of the bag. So if you buy these ribs frozen like I did, and I recommend it in this day and age with transport being what it is and driver strikes and basically warehouse people not doing their jobs, I would always recommend buying frozen pork. And the reason for it, unless it's a boneless cut like a loin, anything bone in with pork or chicken, I would actually recommend that you buy those frozen. It gives you a little bit more protection from bacteria count. Now, when you open the cryovac bag, you will see that these don't have it because these are really, really clean, but the other ones had a lot of purge in the bag. I dumped it out, I took the ribs, I actually rinsed them off, patted them dry with paper towels, as you see here, and basically that gave me enough tackiness to allow me to get my rub on there the way I want it, and to where it'll be suitable to go on. Now here we go. We've got these here, guys, into the pan to go. Now we've got 9 more slabs to do. We'll get those done. We'll head out to the pit. Man, if y'all just had smell-o-vision, guys, you'd be set. Okay, it's about 9:15 a.m. So we got the ribs on, got a little chef snacks there. 9:15 a.m. We'll see how these guys act. And of course, over here, guys, we have our we've got our briskets over here in the cooler. Oh, nice and humid in there, guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Those are gonna rest until we go to the party. We'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, we got everything wrapped up now. All the ribs are wrapped, and I did hit them with a little bit of the beef tallow, upper left. Got about another hour on these, and we're gonna yank them. We're gonna tent them a little bit, you know, vent them, let them steam out a little bit, and we're gonna rewrap them. Hit them with a little bit more tallow, guys. We're gonna load these up in the big cooler we've already got loaded with briskets, and we're gonna head to the party. So this will probably be the end of this video, guys. It looks like rain is fixing to come in. So let's go ahead and end this video here. This concludes the brisket and rib cook. Actually, it is raining. I'll be damned. So anyway, guys, this will be the end of this video. Actually, you know what? Yeah, this will be the end of the video. And what we'll do is we'll start part 2 over at the party with folks actually enjoying this product, okay? Thank you guys for watching. If you would, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. We love you here at Barbecue Rockstar. Hope you're having a great 4th of July. Thanks for watching. That, folks, is why you buy a Lone Star Grills. Getting hammered by rain all of a sudden, and I'm still maintaining about 260 degrees. Yeah, man, that 3/8 inch steel ain't no joke, and that 1/2 inch firebox ain't no joke either. Woo, doggy, yeah, let it rain, baby, let it rain. We need the rain here in North Texas, guys. This is how you conclude a cook-off. Talk to you later.